Have you ever noticed how some words just feel different? It's like they have this invisible luggage they carry around with them. Well, today we're going to unpack all of that. We're diving into the hidden emotions and ideas that cling to words, shaping literally everything we say and hear. So let's start with something really simple. What does the word home actually mean? Just take a second and think about it. What pops into your head? Is it just, a building, four walls and a roof? Okay, so the dictionary would tell you that a home is a physical dwelling place. Pretty dry, right? But I'm willing to bet that's not what you thought of. You probably thought of feelings, right? Things like comfort, security, a sense of belonging. That huge gap between the official definition and the feeling, well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. Right, so our first move here is to look way beyond the dictionary. We're going to start unpacking all that emotional baggage our words are carrying around and really see what's going on just beneath the surface. A good way to think about it is that every single word is like an iceberg. You've got the little tip that you can see above the water, that's the obvious literal meaning, but hiding just below the surface is this massive invisible world of ideas, feelings, and memories that are all attached to it. Now, lucky for us, these two layers have official names, so we don't have to keep saying the feeling part. We're talking about denotation versus connotation. It's the official meaning, and then it's unofficial and way more powerful twin. Okay, first up is denotation. This one's the easy one. It's the simple, literal, no-frills definition you'd find in a dictionary. There are no hidden meanings. It's just the basic, shared understanding of what a word points to. Simple. And then you've got connotation. Now, this is where it gets really messy and really interesting. This is that whole cloud of feelings, cultural ideas, and personal memories that swirls around a word. It's the implied meaning, the part that gives a word its unique flavor and its real emotional punch. Let's just put them side by side to make it super clear. Denotation, that's literal, explicit, straight from the dictionary. Connotation, that's associative, implied, and it comes from our shared culture and our personal experiences. So for the word blue, the denotation is just a color, but the connotation, well, that's a feeling of sadness. See the difference? But here's where it gets really wild. These hidden meanings, these connotations, they're not set in stone. Not at all. They are constantly in motion, shifting and changing based on your culture, your personal life, and even the time period you live in. Let's take the word winter. The denotation is simple, right? It's the coldest season of the year. But the connotation? Wow. For one person, it might bring up feelings of bleakness, of things ending. But for someone else, it means cozy holidays, sitting by a warm fire. The exact same word can carry completely opposite feeling. And culture plays a huge part in this. Think about the Danish word hygge. There's no single English word for it because it's not just a word. It's a deep cultural feeling of cozy contentment. It's a connotation that is so specific to one culture that it's almost impossible to translate perfectly. And these associations don't just change from place to place, they change over time. As our societies evolve, the emotional weight of certain words can shift, sometimes dramatically. Words that were totally fine a generation ago might be really loaded today, and new powerful connotations are popping up all the time. So you might be thinking, okay, this is interesting, but why does it actually matter? Well, it matters a lot. This isn't just some fun linguistic fact. It is at the absolute heart of communicating effectively. Understanding this hidden layer of meaning is all about mastering the power of nuance. It's about choosing the perfect word for the moment. Okay, check this out. Look at the words curious and nosy. Their dictionary meanings are almost identical. They both mean wanting to know something, but their connotations, they are worlds apart. Curious sounds positive, like you're eager to learn. Nosy, that sounds negative, like you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. It's the exact same thing with confident and arrogant. They both describe someone who thinks highly of themselves. But confident feels good. It suggests self-assurance. Arrogant feels bad. It implies this overbearing, negative kind of pride. That little bit of nuance, it changes everything. And in some cases, the stakes here are incredibly high. Think about a professional translator. If they only translate the literal meaning, the denotation, they've completely failed. Getting the connotation wrong can turn a compliment into an insult or a friendly gesture into a threat. It can totally betray the original message. And that brings us to our final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle, because even beyond the word itself,
It's the situation, the context, that is the ultimate decider of what something really means. Let me ask you another question. You hear someone say, "Nice job." What do they mean? Are they genuinely praising someone, or are they being totally sarcastic? The truth is, you have no way of knowing, not without more information.
See, if your teammate just scored the game-winning goal and you yell, "Nice job," that's real praise. But if your friend just spilled a full drink all over the new carpet and you say, "Nice job," that's pure sarcasm. The words are identical. The only thing that changed was the context. You know, this whole idea is so fundamental that there's an entire field of linguistics dedicated to it. It's called pragmatics. And it's all about decoding what someone intends to say, looking past the dictionary to the context, the tone of voice, and all those unwritten social rules that tell us what's really going on.
So, after all this, we're kind of left with a big, challenging question. We now know that words are so much more than their definitions. They're just packed with emotion, with culture, with personal history. So, if every single word we use is carrying all this hidden baggage, how on earth do we ever truly understand each other at all?